Hey y'all, welcome back to Mess with Mopars. Darren here. Saturday. Went to the racetrack yesterday. Went to Mission Raceway. That's my local track. It's about 45 minutes from the shop or something like that. Went out cold. First run of the year. I didn't tune anything on the Super B. I didn't touch the plugs. I checked the oil and drove out there with my lovely wife, and we got in 2 hits. There was unfortunately a crash. A guy in a G-body hit the wall. He was okay. He got out of the car, no problem. Car's pretty banged up, but that's kind of what happens sometimes, unfortunately. I don't know the name of the guy or the name of the car. It had a chute on it, so it's a 150 mile an hour car, obviously, right? So anyhow, back to what we're talking about. So well, here's my first run off the trailer. I foot braked it. I didn't use the trans brake because I need to get a little seat time with that. So I don't know if y'all can see that. I slept on the tree a little bit there. Such is life. That was my first run. And then here's my second run. It was all pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that for not doing anything. I changed the jets when we were in Cache Creek, and Cache Creek is quite a bit higher than where we're racing, and it's running pretty rich, and you could smell it and feel it, right? Like you could literally feel it. So we'll do better. We'll get that figured out. So my reaction time on my second run was 0.389. I can get that better. It's getting nice foot braking it. I got a second run of the year. You know, it is what it is. My 60 foot slowed down. So in comparison, my 60 foot on the first run was 1.68. And my second run was 1.71. So I probably wasn't in the throttle hard enough out of the gate on the second run. My 330 foot was 4.733 and on the first run, and was 4.722 on the second run. And my mile an hour on the second run was a little faster at that point in time. I ran 731 in the 8th to a 727 in the 8th, which is pretty damn good. And then my overall was 1143 to 1140, and at 116 on the later run, and 118 on the first run. So whatever. That's a couple of good runs. Car driving out there with the hood on. I mean, it's a cooler day yesterday, so it was about 17 or 18 degrees. So with the hood on, the car ran at 200 degrees, thereabouts. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll see when we got a hotter day out. You know, I got to do, that was the furthest that I've driven the car in, I don't know, 8 months, 6 months, I guess. 6 months, September. September was the last race. So I'm pretty happy with that. One thing that did happen is on my second run, when I did my burnout, I blew some oil out through the breather, just a little bit, sprayed down the windshield a little bit, no big deal. It is what it is. But, you know, when you're drag racing, you gotta have a kit, right? You gotta have all your stuff put together. So I didn't bring window cleaner, I didn't bring any rags, zip, zero, zilch. Like I went in bare bones, right? So let's go back to the back of the car here, and I'll show you guys what I brought. Yeah. So, bum, ba, bum. So, we got helmet, pants, jacket. Our chairs. Two. I remember to throw in the timing light, even though I didn't use it. I brought my little pack out box. You know, I brought the heat gun, extra fuses, a knife, my ohm meter. So there. Flashlight. There you go. I remembered the tire pressure gauge. I remembered the air pump to pump the tires back up at the end of the night. That damn thing works pretty good. The only thing, I've only used it a couple times. This Makita. I've only used it a couple of times. I haven't figured out how to, oh, that's where that brass thing goes. I don't understand. That goes like that. You got to pull the trigger all the time. So I'm not sure if you can just set it and go away. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. Holding the trigger for a few minutes isn't too much. My old timing light. Filter wrench was in the top of the toolbox. And that was all I brought. That was it. Generally, should have a couple of rolls of paper in there, you know, some brake clean, some glass cleaner, you know, just in case. A little bit of wire, you know, just some odds and ends, just enough to keep you going in case you have something go wrong. So anyhow, that being said, today I'm going to pull a plug, have a look at the plugs, see what they're doing. I'm sure that they're going to be fouled because it was popping a little bit on the way home last night. Otherwise, I am out of the box with nothing, with all the work that we did to it this year, this winter. It seems like she's going to be happy. So, knock on wood, fingers crossed. Again, it was a great night. You know, ran into a couple of guys, Tony and his buddy Dave from the Drag It Challenge. We hung out there. Lots of kids running around, which is great. Love it. I love that. You know, you got to keep people in. You got to keep the younger generations coming up and being interested in this kind of stuff. So there you go. That's what I have for today so far. When I pop the hood and get organized here, I got a few things I want to clean up first. And we start pulling plugs. We'll do a little video on the plugs, and then we'll go from there. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming along for the ride. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. I appreciate all your comments. I read them all. I try to respond to them all. Sometimes if they're in a chain, I don't catch them right away, and I try to respond as soon as I can. I got a couple of in-car videos coming up, and I got a couple of videos that are posted to Facebook that we will try to get onto the YouTube channel. So there you go. So have a great weekend, everybody, and let's go racing. Adios.